You want to close deals faster and avoid funding headaches? Stick with a local hard money lender, and I'm going to tell you why. So, in this video, I'm going to share with you why local hard money lenders like Little Guy Loans move faster, protect your deals better, and actually help you grow, unlike others, some of the national ones that are a little slower. So, I got a handful of things I'm going to share with you here. Number one is local lenders know the market. Local lenders are ingrained in the market. Myself, I've walked over 10,000 houses in my 20, coming up on 22-year career here in real estate in central Iowa. We know the streets, we know the comps, we know the contractors. That it makes for fewer appraisals in our world, no appraisals, and faster approvals, faster close times. Number two, local means speed. There's no sort of national red tape, no sort of weird or obscure underwriting and a bunch of pulling tax returns and doing a deep dive. It's ultimately one day underwriting and simple funding. Number three, relationships over files. We have a large repeat borrower rate. And at the end of the day, it's because we're in the business of relationships. We want to help people and understand them, their situation, and what we can do to help move things along. All local lenders are the same way in how they operate there. You're not a number. Flexibility when life happens. A number of items that come to mind about weird closing times, weird closing situations, largely on the resale side, where we got to get flexible with how we structure things to make it work for our borrower. Some of that is timing when they're rolling out of one property into another and they need cash from a sale in order to roll into another property. Timing just gets weird. We can get creative in terms of how we do that, how collateral works and how the dollars and cents tied up in a collateral can roll into a new property. Local lenders protect you. We've made the promise that when a deal doesn't make sense, just doesn't pass a sniff test here, I'm going to tell you, because the last thing I ever want to do is lend money to somebody who's going to lose money on a deal, because the odds of them coming back to us to do business is like next to nothing. It's happened twice in the last year where I've advised somebody, just show them the comps. Hey, here's what things look like. I know you think it's X, but here's where the comp set looks like, because you can't just base your comp on one thing that has took place. Your ARV can't be placed on one comp in the marketplace. It needs to be based on multiple comps, right? So when you got 5 in a range and one high comp, that's great. One high comp doesn't set the market though. You oftentimes fall to this middle range. So it's happened twice in the last year where I've advised somebody, hey, based on these set of comps, here's what I'm seeing. You can do what you want, right? But at the end of the day, here's where I think you may end up falling. Both those scenarios I'm suggesting, both had another investor go ultimately take those deals down. We didn't fund them, but we just watched the deal. And both those sold in the comp range, which I thought they would fall in, which would have been a loss for the investor. It's the last thing I want to have an investor do. We're in it for long-term success, not one-term loans. Last one, faster draws, real support. So we do everything, local inspections, oftentimes through videos, through pictures, or through us just going there. And oftentimes we fund those draws within 48 hours. Real people who actually answer the phone. You guys, I'm not hard to find here in town, right? Local winners win with speed, service, they win each and every time. So if you want to see how we can fund your next deal, it starts with an instant pre-approval, which you can get. I dropped the link in the description below.